So a few months ago, we got a Instagram post from J. Cole, which basically laid out his plans for the rest of his career leading up to the fall off. And earlier this week, we got a tweet from him and confirmation that the off season is coming. And in fact, it's coming next week, May 14th. And to kind of hold us over until then, he just dropped the track Interlude. And you know what time it is. We gotta go bar for bar and break down these lyrics. If you haven't watched any of these breakdowns before, what I do is I pull up the lyrics and basically just go through them after listening to the song 1 to 5 times. Basically, I just go through, read out the lyrics, and give you my interpretation of it. If my interpretation is not correct, as always, let me know in the comments below if I missed anything or misinterpreted anything. Anyways, getting into the track. Starts off with an intro. It's super quiet in the beginning too, but it goes, I'm living a little good thing. It's like you never lived for me. Mama said you was a good thing. Yeah, we came a long way, man. We done came a long way. And we sitting on top of this shit. This shit can go one of two ways. This shit can go up, it can go down. Either way, I'm prepared. You feel me? Yeah. The intro, it's pretty straightforward. It's just him kind of introducing what this is going to be about. And in fact, it's almost like this track, even though it's titled Interlude, it's like this is an intro track to the album. Kind of setting the tone, setting the mood for everything. Also, at this point in the track, it starts building up a little bit, but not really until we get into the verses proper. But really, he's just saying like, yo, we came a long way. Just kind of reflecting on where he started from. Straight into the verse. And it's, yeah, just one verse. I be coming in peace, but fuck me. Best beware of the others. This shit deep, undercover creep. The southern heat make unbearable summers. He's coming in peace, kind of like how in the older movies, people like aliens would be like, we come in peace, or when we visit aliens, we say we come in peace. You know, oftentimes, you know, as at least as Americans, when people start coming in peace, we immediately resort to violence. So he's basically like, I come in peace, but shit, fuck it. I mean, fuck me, I guess. Fuck me for trying to be nice and come in peace. Best beware of the others. The other people who are involved, or the other people who, like, you know, when you go up and you're like, yo, I come in peace, there's probably a lot of people. Like, if you're an alien, that's good. That's a big deal. So these people are just like, yo, what are you, like there's going to be people who are accepting and welcoming, and then other people who are going to be more concerned or inclined to violence. This shit deep, undercover creep. Again, kind of going into that a little bit deeper. I think that's more, I mean, I know I'm saying this whole alien reference, but it's more likely to black people. Like, these black people are coming in peace, but fuck them, because that's how we're reacting apparently. Like, he's saying this from the perspective of a black man. And this shit deep, undercover creep. Like, that kind of furthers that, because there's people who are undercover in these neighborhoods and in these, like, involved with these protests, who aren't necessarily for the cause, or like they might have some feelings towards it, but that's not really what they're doing. They're here to just kind of fuck shit up and cause a scene. The southern heat makes unbearable summers. I mean, I think that's kind of playing on how in the summer people, like, violence tends to increase, so that might be what he's going for. I don't know what else he could be talking about, though. Oh, and then actually, the next line makes more sense then. Just last week, seen your mama weep, crying because she don't want to bury your brother. The blood's leak while EMTs got to carry her baby like surrogate mothers. Just last week, I seen your mother weep because she doesn't want to bury your brother. It kind of continues on that thought, at least, where in the summer, violence is up. People die. And I mean, your brother dying or getting killed may not necessarily be because of the police. This is just something that I'm thinking of. But I mean, there's other reasons to get killed. But the fact that they're talking about EMTs, like, it leans a little bit more towards the idea that it's more intentional, more organized, maybe. The blood leaks while the EMTs got to carry her baby like surrogate mothers. Surrogate mothers are basically women who carry a baby for someone for one reason or another, basically carrying the baby to term. And this, it's kind of like, the way I'm thinking of it is like they're holding him like a baby would, or they're on the shoulder, but that's not quite what they're doing. If you're getting the EMTs involved, generally they'd just be on a stretcher. Well, thank God we survived the round with the terrorists hovered. Though we've been traumatized, wouldn't trade it for nothing through hard times. I was there, I discovered a hustle. Thank God we survived the round with the terrorists hovered. That could be a lot of things. That really could be a lot of things. The first thing that came to mind was just terrorists in 9/11, but that's probably not where he's going. The other thing that came to mind, this is pretty much, or it's likely in reference to the increase in shootings of minorities. Or the terrorist that he could be talking about is the former president, because he's hovering like just kind of above everyone. Though we've been traumatized, wouldn't trade nothing for the hard times. So even though they've been through a lot, like as a community or even personally, these hard times can help people grow. Like they go through a lot. They have to process it. So it's not necessarily how everyone functions, but at least in his mind, he's been able to grow further by dealing with these things, and he wouldn't want these things to, like, he wouldn't want to take them away necessarily because he had grown from it. That kind of goes into a whole lot of things about, like, well, what if this never happened? Well, then maybe we wouldn't be in this situation, I guess. It was there I discovered a hustle. Yeah, the hard times. You learn to hustle through the hard times, and that's why I was thinking it's more personal to him. And making the best out of the struggle, I kept grinding till this day. Level up, respect mine. Gotta stay out of trouble because Tech 9, like the AR's rebuttals. Cold world, dudes knowing what it is. He discovered the hustle, and making the best out of the struggle, he kept grinding. So kind of continuing that same thought where, like, whatever struggle he had gone through, it had pushed him to be better, pushed him to pursue what he's doing currently, and made him grind. And he's basically telling you, yo, respect what I've done. Like, he's up a level. He has leveled up. It's not easy to level up. You gotta have a lot of experience. Gotta stay out of trouble because Tech 9's like the AR rebuttals. Tech 9s aren't assault rifles, right? But anyways, basically saying, like, he's got to keep himself out of trouble because these Tech 9s will basically come at you like a rebuttal. Don't know what else the AR could be in reference to. Just in case they don't, I show them what it is. Then in the summer, I do real numbers. Couldn't dare touch it if they sold the double disc. Block hot, dudes burn up the street. Cold world, if you don't know what it is, he's going to tell you and show you rather than tell you. Then in summer, he's going to do numbers. He's releasing his album May 14th. And, that kind of, it's close enough to summer. And he's maybe hinting at the idea that this album is going to have more variety in a sense, so that it may have summer songs. I don't know if I'm necessarily here for it, but sure. But also, I mean, it's so close to summer, he's going to keep doing numbers. I don't know if he's going to be able to necessarily do that, because do people really go for coal in the summer? I don't know. Plus, you can't really tour right now, so that also makes it harder. But also, to be fair, whenever Cole drops, he goes platinum pretty quickly. So there are people out there. And that's why he's saying that they couldn't even touch it if they sold a double disc. Because double discs, if you aren't aware, basically count double sales. So a single sale of a double disc is essentially 2 sales. So sure, maybe, because people do that oftentimes to kind of play the system a little bit and get their record gold or platinum a lot quicker. And then the block hot dudes burn up the street is going to just kind of go into the next line. Shots popping and we heard it up the street. It's a war, dudes running up the score. Jesus said that you should turn the other cheek. Voiceless dudes getting murdered every week. So people are burning up the streets because of these shots that are popping. These shots popping off could be just because of summertime violence, but also could be because of people's reactions to protests. Let's say it like that. Because, people have different reactions to people protesting for human rights. It's a war, they run up the score. They're trying to make it even, at least, or trying to beat it in some way. Not necessarily the best way to do so, fighting back in that way, but I think that's just more of an allusion to what they're actually doing. Jesus said that you should turn the other cheek, but people are getting murdered every other week, or every week. It's very hard to turn the other cheek when people are dying every week, or just people in general are dying every week that are in your community, or even people that aren't in your community. Like, people shouldn't have to die for no good reason, especially people who are voiceless. There's no good reason for it. Dead bodies smell the odor in the streets. My homie got out on parole. He sold more Coca-Cola than the soda industry. Summertime bring the cold, this winter breeze. Hella blues like the rolling 60s. Christ went to heaven at age 33, and so did Pimp C, and so did Nipsey. There's dead bodies everywhere. You can smell it in the streets. I don't know if you've smelt anything that has died and has started decomposing, but it is not a good smell. His homie got out on parole, and the reason that he was locked up in the first place is because he sold more Coca-Cola than the soda industry. Just because Coca-Cola is Coke, and there was cocaine at some point in there. So he sold more Coke than the soda industry. Like the actual cocaine, but also the sodas. Like he sold more cocaine than the soda industry sold Coca-Cola. Summertime bring the cold, this winter breeze. He's kind of wanting it to be winter again. Like he doesn't really like the summertime necessarily, or at least that's what it kind of sounds like here. Hell Blues like the Rolling 60s. Like they're sad, but also, Crips. And then him mentioning Christ again is just in reference to, or like to make it a connection to Pimp C and Nipsey, all three of whom died at the age 33. Kind of saying, like putting both Pimp C and Nipsey on the same level as Christ, if not higher. Then there is an outro. I told you, the shit can go up, it can go down, I don't give a fuck. I done seen the highest heights, I done seen it twice. I've seen them lowest of lows, and still I rose. Now I'm at your neck. Kind of just a callback to the intro, which pretty much said the same thing. A little bit less aggressive. It was more hopeful. And now it's just like, no, now he's upset. And that is the song. I might have to give it a few more listens, but I think I like it. And I'm only saying I think I like it because of how it started out super slow and then he just got really into it. This definitely sounds more of an intro song to the album, or maybe an interlude in the sense that it's gonna split up the album in some sort of way. Seeing as it's the off season, and in my mind it was meant to be more of a mixtape originally, but now it's actually an album, I don't know if he's gonna go that mixtape route where it's not necessarily a full album in the sense that it's conceptual or has some sort of flow to it. It could be, but I don't know. I think there's going to be more to it than it just being one of these one-off sort of albums or mixtapes. He's got stuff to say. I mean, he's been in the studio quite a bit, and based off of what people in Dreamville have been saying, it definitely sounds like it's going to be a dope album. We'll just have to really wait and see. I mean, it's only another week. I think we can do that. Anyways, the song was cool. It was definitely low key. Okay, cool. So it was produced by J. Cole, Tommy Parker, and T-. I was honestly expecting him to get producers from outside of his normal wheelhouse, but that's cool too. There was a little bit of auto-tune on it, which I'm not opposed to, honestly. Some of my favorite Cole songs in recent memory have been more like Middle Child and The London, where he throws on that slight hint of auto-tune, but I don't think it's bad. It's definitely different from what we've seen from Cole. But yeah, the track was cool. I'm going to listen to it a few more times later on, but yeah, that's all I got, I think. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything or misinterpreted anything with these lyrics, because that is 100% a possibility. I don't know everything. Also, remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content and breakdowns like this. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.